Welcome to Oak Desktop Training number 101. This is on Monday, September 4th, 2016, and we're about 5 minutes away from the open. The various contracts can be entered into this left-hand portion. For example, I have December 2016 corn here. This is XCX, which is a mini contracted December corn. This is March corn. This is December of 2017 corn and December of 2018 corn. If I wanted to add another contract, I would double click in the area. It would come up with an entry box, and I would type in whatever contract I would want. Let's try for, if I can see my keyboard here, use Z for the electronic trading, C for corn, Z for the month, and we'll put in 9. And we'll click the add button, and there's our contract that's been added. Over on the right hand side is the waterfall. This is showing you how the trading is going at the current time. I've got YMU6, which is the December mini Dow, and over here in the contract I have double clicked it and it shows up on my waterfall. If I want to add another contract, let's say we wanted to add crude oil, I double click it and my crude oil waterfall comes up. This shows you the contracts that are sitting above and below the current trading price. Since we're about to open on December corn, we'll go back to December corn of 16, which I have already into the waterfall, and right now our equilibrium price is 327 1/4. I think we closed at 328 1/2. These numbers can jump right ahead of the open as people jockey for position on how they want to trade the open. We'll look at the mini contract, and you'll see that we're equilibrium price is 328. Let's go over look at the mini soybean real quick. 320. Oops, I've got the wrong one. We've got 351 7/8, and on the we're at 352 1/2 on the regular contract. This was the mini contract. Sometimes there isn't enough volume and you'll get a gap in the bid and the ask going into the opening. So if I would want to, well, we are opening, and so now you can see what's happening on our waterfall as our prices are taking off. We're up 1 1/2 on November soybeans, and we're up, we're down 1/2 on December corn. This is our November soybean mini contract, and you can see that spread between the ask and the offer. Market's relatively quiet right now. If I wanted to put in a bid above the market, say I wanted to do a mini contract, so I could put in this price on the mini soybean, and I would go up here to hit the bid. The bid at $3.54 1/4. That's the offer. We'll join the. We'll take that off and we'll join the offer, which was at $3.54 1/2. That's what I would have to. I had that backwards. I had it right the first time. This is what we would have to. This is what we'd have to pay to sell the market. $9.55. $9.54 1/2 right at the moment. So we put that contract in. Over here it's just in our workplace, so we really haven't got the order in working right now. We hit this little pin and it brings up the order to sell, and I can go in and I can edit that number just to show you what that would be. I'm going to back that off, and I'm going to say I'm going to sell one at $9.99.0. So I would sell one at $9.99 and even money. I modify the sale, and here it is over here with my $9.99 price, and I'm trying to sell an XC, it's an XK X6, the mini contract. I'm going to go ahead and bring the contract up, and now I'm going to submit the sale. So now the sale is sitting here in our working offers, or working orders, and if during the overnight trade or whatever would happen, if we would go up and hit $9.99, it would fill me. We can see my offer by scrolling up through the waterfall, and there's a lot of prices to scroll through because I'm quite a ways up there, but there's my order resting there at $9.99. So back to our waterfall. We're currently on the XKX6 up 1 3/4, and we can go up here and see that the last volume was just one contract. The total volume so far tonight has been 13 contracts. You get the open, high, low, and last on the left-hand side on the desktop, and then on the waterfall it also shows you the same numbers up here at the top. It's pretty straightforward to use. I've got two different accounts, so I could trade accounts and trade either account by clicking on the other account. The quote board is pretty straightforward. I've got an account tab. The account shows how much money is my current account, and if I have any open positions, what my liquidation value would be and what my net balance would be. You can add other option boards and other contract boards. Right now I've got September soybeans. Well, it has gone off the board, so I just click out of that. And I go to File, New. I'm going to put in a new option board. And I'm going to put in Z. Trying to do this in the dark. Z, S, and let's use X, and we'll go for, oops, 8. Let's go 7. And you hit the arrow, and then you got to define what your trading range on the strike prices would be. So we would pick, we'll pick out $10 to $7, and we'll click OK, and there's our option board. From 7 to 10. That's not giving me very much definition because the volume is too light. So we'll open up one that's already open, like the November. And we have already defined the range before, and we click OK. Now we can see the market's trading at 954. We come down to the 950 strike price. We've got above it at 960 is 27.5 cents. The 940 is at 32.5. Let's see if there's any trading in the 950. All I have to do is click on this. And this side is the puts, and we'll see if there's a trading range. Yeah, so you could sell one at 23 3/8, or you could buy one at 21 3/4. There's been no volume, and usually that's not unusual to see very little volume with a fairly quiet market in the overnight session, especially in the first few minutes, first half hour. I think that'll do for the beginning lesson on 101. Maybe we'll have to go to 102 next time. If I wanted to edit this working order, I bring it up and it shows my 990 sale. I can hit cancel the sale, which I will do, and it shows up in my completed orders box on the right hand side. And I don't know if it's if you can see the detail, but over here the status is canceled. If the order were to fill, it'd go out of your working order and come over here and give you the status. It'd give you the order ID and the price and whether you sold or bought. Again, I think that's going to do it for now. I don't know how much I can upload to YouTube in one session, but thanks for listening.